He's a foot guy. He nasty.
Foot fetish.
That's pretty cool.
It just does it for some people.
Gather round and listen to a tale of brave souls, big and small, where they go on adventures, where they may trip but never fall. Trials, triumphs, and doing their best. Join us, friends, on a stumble quest.
Last time on StumbleQuest, Brix chases a butterfly, Oswalt loans Wick some shoes, and Will has a most painful evening. Art consults Will about the messed up state of his god, and Knack fills in the group about his desire to go straighten some facts with his grove.
It's been 100 years. Everyone is dead.
Finally.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
How'd we die?
Well, see,
The blue pups.
you guys all just kind of like slept through the cult's whole machinations, and they
shit.
ended up destroying the world.
Figures.
That
Hey,
makes
we were,
sense.
We're rolling new characters today.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
but they all have to be cockroaches because that's all that's left.
Yes, correct.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Can my cockroach have, like, cool sunglasses?
Of course.
Sick.
There's no reason why not.
Yeah, I want
There
mine to
really
have little,
isn't.
like, rollerblades.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Speedy little
Only if
guy.
they're like bright yellow.
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
I'm so glad we've had this discussion.
But what actually happened is last time you were all in the tavern at the guild hall, catching your breath, met up with Libra, and he had relayed some information to you. To recap on that briefly, in the course of his own investigating, he ended up learning one of your very first commissioners from the very beginning of the campaign had been murdered, and was murdered by a notorious serial killer who was on the side working as a sort of hitman for the cult in search of the object that he gave you, the thing that was in the puzzle blocks. In the course of that, you guys had also relayed things that you guys had learned on your travels, showed him the scary mace that probably explodes, and had begun formulating a plan where you were going to go undercover and try to lure out the cult. Like you were going to assume new identities and pose as if you wanted to sell this thing and just kind of make a ruckus to try and lure them out.
I'm vaguely remembering now that we were just going to reprise our identities, right?
Yes. Yes.
And that Art was needing to be convinced that it would be a good idea to be Kitty Simps again.
Yes.
We're about to be Duncan Coleslaw,
Duncan
Coleslaw.
Thomas Fjord,
Thomas Fjord.
Chuck Fry.
Chuck Fry, that's it.
Chuck
Yeah.
Fry. Yeah.
Chuck
Burger.
Fry.
That's me. I'm Mr. Fry.
Yeah, Chuck Fry.
Yeah.
I
Who
like
was
Chuck Fry.
Brix?
She was Archduke Franz Ferdinand the second.
Okay.
Yep.
I remembered she was an Archduke. I fully forgot it was fucking Franz
Was it-
Ferdinand.
was it-
Okay.
I
Was
completely...
Duncan Coleslaw the fancy boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fancy
Yeah.
lad.
Fancy lad. Duncan.
Yeah, Duncan
Duncan
Coleslaw,
Coleslaw,
fancy lad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Duncan
a
Fancy.
pineapple.
Empire.
The
Empire.
two
Yes.
of you, I believe, have a pineapple empire.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Archduke, Franz Ferdinand II, and Duncan Coleslaw.
yeah.
We're
Franz
working
Ferdinand.
together.
Yeah.
Not named after the historical figure, though.
No.
Named after the band.
Yeah.
Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, she's just a really big PlayStation Portable fan. And was
PSP commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fucking PSP.
Oh.
What?
I see.
The whole
And I
agency.
need to go get my... Do I still need to get my weapons from...
You guys have to wait another day for that.
Okay,
I
cool.
believe.
I'm not going
Yeah.
back there early.
Yeah.
They already hate me. I've got the cop stink on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to go and harass Dusk. He might just stab you.
Speaking of kitty simps, Re-listening, I completely forgot that Red had Oswalt sabotage the skirt so that it was far too short.
Yeah, shorter.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, look, that's my agenda.
Listen, just because Art has not consented to things doesn't mean that Nick has not consented to things. And I think that's the most important takeaway.
Mhm.
You know, okay, look, there is a little fine line between, removing consent from a beloved friend and just a little bit of chicanery. And I think that he's just
A little
going
bit of
for the
monkey
latter,
shines. Yeah.
Yeah.
and not really for the former. It's not like his ass has to be out. His ass is almost out. And so...
Yeah, you just see a little bit of cheek at the
Yes.
bottom, you know?
And so no
Only during certain
real...
movements.
Yes.
Mhm,
And so
mhm.
no real harm was ever done. And also, why he enjoyed it very much. So...
And also, I think it's fun.
in truth, more happiness did, come of this than grief. So I think that, that Art should not be so selfish and just accept that it is a good
now
for,
he's
for the world.
selfish.
That he's
Yes,
doing
of
a
course.
service.
It's for the greater good.
It's for the greater good.
Honestly, it is for the greater good.
I'm just surprised that Art didn't throw out his Kitty Simps costume the second we got back on the boat.
Burned it.
I mean,
Just-
that's
I'm certain Art did throw out the Kitty Simps costume and it was retrieved. I'm
See,
certain
yeah, I
that
was
he
gonna
did not
say,
intend to
It was
keep
not Art that saved it.
We would never let it.
the real dark secret of it is that Art did not throw it away and would occasionally wear it in private.
Wow, that's so much more. That's so
And
much
then-
more juicy.
Yeah. Art actually enjoys being Kitty Simps more than he'll ever admit.
That's so much more juicy and also very, very, like repressed
I was
Christian.
just saying,
Yeah,
it's so,
it's
so
very
very
Oh my
on
God,
brand, just
yes.
very on brand for
Very.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Just like
Very,
my ass
yeah.
does look good in this skirt, I can't lie.
He would have had that thought at least once.
Mm.
hmm
He knows he's got a great ass.
Just that one moment where you like look in the mirror and Art just goes, God damn.
Yeah, and it's like, they have a point.
I will never say this to him,
Yes,
but I
exactly.
guess
I
he's
will
right.
never say this.
He can never know.
hmm
Anyway, we kind of derailed that there, but I think that was like
That was important information. That was
It
an
was
important
important
conversation.
information.
It was, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But was there more actual plot relevant important information we
sorry.
needed, or were we being thrown into the scene?
That's pretty much it, actually. Actually, we had ended with arguing to try and convince Art that being Kitty Simps was like the right thing to do because
No.
no,
That was the day before because I had a very bad night. So I know for a fact I was not arguing for
oh
the-
yes, you guys had
Sorry to say and disappoint everybody, but I know for a fact that he was not arguing for
yes,
cat,
that was
cat
the
girl
day before.
fanboy rights
The
on
thing that
specific
happened
morning.
last was it was the night before you guys were going to go and implement your plan. Will had a very terrible time in confronting their god. Brix had an interesting time with a funny glowy butterfly,
Oh yeah.
and things seemed to be hue shifted.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Wick had developed a funny fascination with shoes.
He's a foot guy. He nasty.
Yeah.
He's a foot guy.
Foot
That's
fetish.
It just does it for some people.
that's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
Quick question. Has Knack seen a pineapple between then and now?
No,
Well,
No,
at
it's,
no
it's
point.
nobody knows when Knack has ever seen a pineapple,
At some point.
if at all.
that's the thing. In the last thing, Knack said that he was a pineapple baron and he had his pineapple empire. And then the
Baron.
whole yeah, and then the whole thing was like, I don't even know what a pineapple is. And
I'm just
just
trying to
won-
like describe pineapples and just kept saying the wrong thing.
Yeah.
No one else knew what pineapples were either.
Is that what happened?
yeah,
think
so
so.
that's why I was asking if Knack still doesn't know what a pineapple is, or
Knack has never educated himself on what a pineapple is.
okay.
Does Knack
Excellent.
simply know that pineapples exist and are fruit? Is that,
I would
like,
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
extent
yeah.
of it? Okay.
Yeah. And he knows the name. One of these days, it'd be really funny if there was like a really emotional moment where Knack, like, I don't know, if Knack ever fucking dies or something, and he's laying on the ground and with his last little flicker of life, And then just coincidentally, there's a pineapple somewhere within vision, and he's just like, oh, that's what they look like.
His dying words are, what the fuck is that?
What is that thing?
As he's dying, and there's the great, like, the light that he's going towards, and it's actually just a giant glowing pineapple. Like,
yeah.
The pineapple in the sky.
Yeah.
The great pineapple in the sky.
He's like laying there and he's floating up towards the light and he's just like, I don't know what that is. And then the light gets really blinding and he's gone.
It's coming back to me now as well. Art had a conversation with his god as well, and it seemed amiss. Something seemed amiss. Knack had been picking up more messages from the glade. And then the next morning, Brix was having a panic attack about poisoned ribs.
Right.
Right?
Didn't Knack also say that he has to go back to his glade now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I believe Knack had expressed a feeling of, like, responsibility, something like...
Yeah, they're possibly going to incite war based on things that we have done. We should go clear that up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure it's not going to be that easy.
And I'm waiting for some magic horse shit from the guild. Basically,
Yeah.
my new weapon is gonna let me use my big fucking skeleton fist for punching.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for some new stuff too. So we were like, can we wait until we get our shit and talk about this murderer and then head up to
And then
the
leave.
Druid Glade was, I think, the plan.
Yeah.
Wow. We did it. We're caught up. Maybe. Kinda. Sorta.
So, when we last would have left off, you guys would have just met up again in the guild hall or in the tavern attached to the guild hall. It's a beautiful morning. Birds are chirping. Was a monkey screaming throughout the streets all night.
That's right. I forgot about that.
It's fine now.
Is he back to normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
He thought that he just meditated really well. What would you like to do? What's the plan?
Were we already downstairs having breakfast? Or have I, like, hallucinated that?
No, you were.
Okay.
That's where Brix was talking about poisoned ribs. And then when Will showed up and was like, were you poisoned? Will was like, yeah, sure.
Feel like it.
Right, because she thought the ribs were why she
was
had hallucinated.
Yeah.
Correct.
But then the fact that none of us also hallucinated. Okay.
She was basically just
Coming back
making
to
up
me.
shit like, oh, you had a bad night? You were poisoned. You didn't
You
eat
were
the ribs? Poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knack, like...
And then when Libra came down, he was like, I feel great, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it
Poison
ruined
thing. He's like,
everything
"What?"
for Brix.
Are we still on that conversation right now? Is that what's happening?
No.
I think
It's fine.
I think that conversation had basically just petered out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh.
Crazy night.
Crazy night. Yeah, so what's the plan for today then, now that we've decided that the ribs we're definitely poisoned, and you're definitely correct, Brix.
I need some milk.
Knack lifts his hands and, like, kind of makes a motion like he's grabbing at, like, an invisible orb. And then blue light appears between his hands and he goes, do you need a hand with this poison? I can remove it for you.
Do it. Hit me.
Puts out her arms like she's just embracing whatever it is.
Do it.
Knack hits you with cure poison. And you feel like you might be better, but probably not really. It's probably just a placebo.
Yeah, it's the placebo effect.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Knack, thank you so much.
And she toddles over on the table, probably knocking some shit over on her way, and gives Knack a big hug.
Oh,
I thought I was done for. Boy, they got me, Knack. They got me, and you fixed it.
And she's like crying into his carapace.
let's just be more careful about eating ribs in the future.
I'll never eat another rib. Never again.
Art's just like pouring milk from like the coffee creamer into a dish. Just being like, oh, or you know what, into an empty like coffee mug at this point. It's like, you're not, you have hands. You're not like a cat
you know
who
what?
needs to, like...
So once she's done like sobbing all over Knack, who I guess because Knack is a bug and has a carapace and stuff, he just is wet on the outside now. Two little like tear streaks going down the front of Knack's tummy.
Yeah.
Brix is gonna go back to her original spot, plop down on the table, pick up the mug, start sipping from it.
Mondays, am I right?
And she's just gonna sip from the mug.
I don't know what a Monday is. Do we know what days of the week are here? No, we don't. I don't know.
I haven't named them.
No. They're just days.
So we don't know what a Monday is, basically.
Yeah, sure.
It's the day you mun, anyways.
Yeah, it's the money day, right?
Yeah.
It's a money day.
It's the day you make money.
Yeah.
Art continues drinking his coffee.
Money day.
I love money day.
Me love money.
Well,
Does that answer your question?
not in the slightest. I guess maybe we can look into this murder before we leave. Is that what the disguises are for? I don't remember anymore. I don't know why we need disguises. Art's like, feels like a hungover.
We don't want people to know that we're looking into this shit. They want to kill us. They already tried to poison us.
But we also... He just fully, like, skips over there and he tried to poison us. They also have always known where we were, so would it matter if we were in disguises?
Honestly.
I mean, they've known who we are, I guess. But now we're, like, actively seeking them out. And they can't know. Because then they'll come after us for real. Actively, not just kind of passively poisoning us.
Poisoning our ribs, huh?
Right.
Our delicious ribs.
We've already been poisoned.
Hickory
Art drinks
smoked
more coffee.
ribs. For the record, though, regarding the murder, that had already, like, who did the murder, that's been taken care of. It was the fact that the cult is still suspected to be kicking around.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
That's what we were.
Yeah, because they
trying-
caught the
Yeah.
guy, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if they'd caught the guy or if we were catching the guy.
No. Yeah, that was a whole thing.
We can go kick his ass while he's in prison.
You
I
could.
could go kick his ass. While he's-
Ooh.
I mean, if you want, I don't know if that's gonna help very much.
We could, but I don't know if he's going to be able to tell us anything, to be honest. All of these guys have been so, like, they don't deal with the guy, they just deal with a guy's guy, and it's just some guy in a cloak, and there's always just a guy in a cloak.
I never said anything about getting information. I just said we could go kick his ass.
Oh,
For
I
the
mean, that's
violence.
fair.
Yeah.
Just a cheeky
Yeah.
little war crime.
Yeah.
It's not
No,
a
I'm
war
not.
crime, it's fine.
Art's still not super into war crimes, so
We'll get you there.
I think he'll pass on that one.
There's always time.
How does he feel about police brutality?
Is it a war crime
big
to
fan.
deliver an ass
Also
kicking?
bad. If they're in prison,
No, it's just a crime.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might just be
It's
a
just
crime.
regular
crime.
assault.
What
I
if
think
you
it's
do a crime and go into prison and then beat up the criminal?
That's
Then
it's the crime.
Definitely just a crime.
Yeah. I think it's only a crime if it's to a POW. So if you beat
Yeah.
up a POW that you have under your...
Okay,
What if
yeah,
we
yeah,
break
yeah,
him
yeah.
out and then beat him up?
That's just a crime. That's 2 crimes.
You guys are also assuming that the prison laws are the same here.
It's true.
Maybe they're not.
That's true. It might
Yeah.
not be illegal. to
Maybe
beat
it's not
the-
even a crime to
They
beat
might
up a
just
prisoner.
toss him in a dungeon and let him fucking
Yeah.
Rot.
have
Right.
at it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while we're having this conversation on whether or not it's okay to beat up prisoners, there's just a bunch of guards kicking the shit out of them.
That's ridiculous. Beating up a jerk is not a crime.
No.
I'm just gonna say.
The laws of this world dictate that if you were an asshole, you deserved it.
Yeah.
My law dictates.
I agree.
The exact
Beating-
wording of the law says sucks to suck.
And right here, clause 10, paragraph 5, you'll see that it does in fact suck to suck. So we are going to have to dismiss this case
By
entirely.
decree of the suck to suck law. You have your rights. You will be kicked. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, we can't pick up our goodies. So what are we going to do? Are we just going to, I don't know, go on a shopping spree? Because you won't let me beat up the guy.
I will.
Knack will let me beat up the guy, but Party Mom here won't let me do it.
And she gestures to Art.
I mean, someone has to be a voice of reason here.
I guess.
I'm surprised Brix let that one slide. I mean, we could ask for information, or we had gotten a lead on, like, somewhere in the underground, they probably had a base. Like, somewhere in
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we were doing. We were going to go look for the base.
Yeah, you were gonna look for
All their
where
base?
their hold up,
Fuck off.
mother base. Yeah.
All their base. Absolutely.
I'm not taking that bait.
Fuck you.
Oh,
I'm
all
absolutely
their base.
taking that base.
Yeah, that was something that he had told you about when he was relaying the details of his little investigation. Is that there's a bunch of, like, hidden quote unquote tunnels around the city that at least this one gang had been using as smuggling routes. They're not specifically dug out tunnels for the most part. They're just like these weird forgotten gaps in between structures as the city had been built up, because it expanded pretty rapidly when it was being established. So there's just all these different awkwardly shaped and laid out, like, nooks and crannies all over the place. And that is where he had encountered some of the cultists at some point in the past.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the disguises were more to disguise probably us from the people who had seen us.
Right.
So not the cult at all,
Mm-hmm.
but the guys that I'm doing business with that I really don't want to see until the business is done.
I mean, this is what I had understood. The idea was that you guys were going to don the disguises and go and talk to people that presumably weren't in the cult, but word would get around to them so that their description of you wouldn't match
Yeah.
Yep.
you.
Even though I'm sure that they have some fucking scrying eye on us and could see us getting into the costumes, but, like, whatever.
Oh, I mean, listen, like, full disclosure, like, when you think about it rationally, it does make sense. Like, I guess that the logic of the plan makes sense, but do not be fooled into thinking that Will did, like, offer it as anything, but he just wanted you to be in the costume.
He just
He
wants
doesn't
us
really
to
give a
be in the Kitty
shit
Sims
whether it
costume.
makes sense or not.
Yeah.
Or whether it's, like, actually going to work. He probably does know that with, like, a very easy spell they would know it's us, but he was like, oh, it's a really good opportunity to just put him in a costume again.
Will is bored and horny.
Yeah, and I think Art kind of caught a whiff of that, and that's why he's being so resistant.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely it is that. Don't, like, well, he just talks a really nice, rational game, but do not be fooled.
Do not be fooled, he's just a horny man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. So yeah, do we want to go peruse the tunnels then? Don our disguises. Art rolls his eyes.
They're coming back.
Yes. Whatever we're going to do, let's do it quickly. I would like to be out of this place as soon as possible. You know.
What, the guild hall?
Just this city. Just moving on would be good, you know, while we're all still young, while there's time. Anytime soon.
Art squints it while we're all still young and
Yeah, I know, because
Stuff like-
it's so ironic too.
yeah, especially between the two of them, like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I know. That saying doesn't really quite land so much.
yeah.
But, you know.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's do it.
As you guys are resolving to head out, Damia comes from upstairs and sees you guys all getting ready to head out, I suppose, and says, hello, good morning.
Oh, good morning. Have you rested up?
I have indeed. It's so nice to rest in a proper bed.
Oh, you can say that again.
You're all up bright and early this morning. What's on the agenda for today?
We're gonna dress up in costumes and hunt a cult.
Yeah.
Subterfuge.
Yeah, you want to join in?
Actually, yes. I feel that may be a good idea.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
This could definitely be an opportunity for us to know if we do find anything, if any of the leaders are present. So,
Indeed.
Can you make your arm a little spookier so that we look more menacing? What are the settings on that
This
thing?
makes it look like a gun.
You got games on your phone?
Yeah, you got games on your arm.
I've never really thought about it, but I suppose it's possible. Maybe.
Actually, if you could just not have it. It is very recognizable.
Just change a color.
I like the
I
idea of her
guess.
having one buff arm.
But it's
One
only
huge
buff from like
muscly
the
arm.
elbow
Yeah,
down.
she's got a Popeye arm.
Oh, ew.
She sets it to gorilla mode, so it's just like big and
Gorilla mode.
I mean, it
Now that's threatening.
you can also, I presume, cover it,
Gorilla mode.
right? Some gloves.
Yeah. Either way, I think,
Or will that work?
I could wear a cloak and just cover the whole of me.
just don't let anybody see it.
Hole.
It is very recognizable.
Make it look like a knife. Give yourself a knife arm.
Brix,
I don't believe I can do that.
Yeah, I
point.
think we should let her have the arm she's comfortable having, and like looks at Brix. I'm like, I know you think it's cool.
It would
I know
be
you
cool.
think this
She
is cool
pouts.
at all.
I know you think this is cool. But you gotta lay off, man.
Damn.
This is a quick tangent, but I remember at one point Oswalt was making new clothes for himself.
Mhm.
Yes.
Is that done?
I don't believe it's done. Oswalt was working with Scaff to
Right.
lay out the design of it.
Yeah, because
Like
there's
you
actual
have
mechanics.
the like blueprints of it. Yeah. Well, I do not own much of disguises, so if this is urgent, I will need to buy that on the way. Perhaps
I
a
mean,
cloak and a big hat.
Can I use disguise on her and steal shit around to just give her a disguise?
I was gonna
Steal
say,
shit around, like from
Art could
people
just
in the
give her
bar
things.
right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Not me, but can I, could I, if I could acquire that shit, could I use disguise on her?
If I could acquire
I
the shit.
don't see why not.
Okay. Brix,
Ah!
come here, honey. Come over. We don't have time to go to the market and do this bullshit, so I have an idea. Could you steal from me?
Yes.
Thank you.
An entire outfit. Wait, okay, yeah. If you can't steal an entire outfit off of one person.
No,
No.
that's why I need her. She needs to go around the
Yeah.
room
No, I know.
stealing things.
But you can steal one article of clothing from many people and
Exactly.
have a whole
That's
ass
it.
outfit. Yeah.
That's it.
That's so funny.
while Will and Brix are having this discussion, Art's like, "Oh, I probably have something upstairs that I could get."
No,
you.
no.
Like,
Don't
give me a
yeah.
No. He's just gonna like go upstairs and like get his stuff and get his costume ready, and does not know any of this is happening. He thinks he's just gonna get Damia a
Yeah.
cloak and be done with it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
After everything we've been through, you need to back the fuck off of judging us for stealing shit.
Yeah.
You
Will's
can't
gonna
just...
give Breaks a list of things to steal from people, but make a very important point that it has to be from different people.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's stealing
So-
smart.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need Bricks. We need a hat, a coat,
Steal smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
some gloves,
Yeah.
a scarf. Like he's just like starts like pointing things
Mhm.
out. Okay. You bring them to me
Okay, just hat, scarf, and gloves. That's it. You don't want some pants
and a coat
And a coat.
You know, whatever you can swing. I'll take anything. Yeah. If you want to test yourself a little bit, I'm not gonna
You can
ruin
take
your
someone's
fun. Go
pants.
ahead.
Yeah, you know what? If you're feeling particularly spicy and good and like you feel like you're up to it, then you steal some pants. Like that's impressive.
Ooh, I got plans.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. What do I roll?
Can I get you to roll 3 sleight of hands?
Okay, so that's a 19. That is a 26.
Someone's pants just flew off.
And that is a 25.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
All right. So you have managed to cobble together a very awkwardly mismatched classical poet's outfit.
She's not concerned with size. She's literally just like yoink, yoink,
Yeah.
yoink, yoink.
Yeah.
With the pants, though, I specifically want to say that she went into like the restroom and was like looking for someone who was like sitting on the toilet and then just like yoinked their pants.
Okay. From under the door.
Yeah, like under the door.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hey!
All right. Perfect. That's fine.
Okay.
Brix returns with all the clothing. Let's get the disguise.
Is Damien still here?
Oh, yeah.
Or did she go with Art? No, because Art was like, I'll bring you some clothes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Art
I was
like,
faster, Mr. Goody Pants.
Mhm.
My crime will be committed.
And I helped.
She's all proud.
Okay.
You roll
So-
a disguise.
Yeah, they all go upstairs because, I mean, I don't want to do this in front of the people whose clothes I have sewn. Or like they go in the back room, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Let's just move out of here. Now I have to roll for disguise. Wow, that's a nat 20 plus 9, but it doesn't matter. I made
Fuck
the
yeah.
best disguise ever.
Damien looks literally nothing like herself
Yeah.
at all.
Sick.
Yeah.
It's astonishing.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did such a good job.
I'm-
Like, technically, some of the clothes that have been retrieved should not fit her at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks great somehow.
It's fashion and magic, baby.
hmm
You know.
I mean, the colors are still, like, weird and clashing, but, like,
Whatever. It's
Whatever.
fine. All that matters is that it doesn't look like her. And that it hides that arm really well.
Yeah.
She's all yas,
Okay.
like she has like
Yeah.
the big eyelashes and the huge lips and the long
Yes,
and like
yes.
acrylics.
Oh my god, she's fully yes-fied.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say he actually does a little bit of magic because he has disguise magic. Like obviously,
Yeah.
he has like morphic magic. So he
Yeah.
just like claps his little hands and it's like a little shimmer, and then he just dresses her really fast. And when he's done, he's like looks way too little like her. Like there's definitely something strange involved.
Okay. Moments later, there is a distant clamoring sound, and like, what the? Where are my pants? Sir, you need to get the fuck out of here. No pants. No service.
Service. Yeah.
No, I swear I had pants.
What a
I
pervert.
had pants.
What a
Of course I had
pervert.
pants.
Get this pervert out of here! It's like a big like bar brawl trying to
Turned into a fucking witch hunt for this guy with no pants.
Art hears this while he's putting on his cat ears.
Yeah.
And he just goes like, yeah, I guess I don't need to bring anything down, like, to himself, because he assumes that that's our doing.
In the space of like a minute, you just hear absolute hell break loose as there's just like this kerfuffle trying to get this dude out of there, and he's insisting that somebody stole his pants.
Knack just shakes his head at that guy with no pants and goes, "Some people have no shame."
Yeah, perverts. All of them.
It's true. Get out of here, you degenerate!
I'm not a degenerate, I swear. I'm not.
I just had to take a gnarly shit. Oh God, he's talking about his shit and he's got no pants.
Get him!
Gonna go put my disguise on now.
All right, great.
I want to note that Brix is not putting on a disguise.
Oh, well, I mean,
Okay.
she kind of mostly has to take clothes off to be disguised.
Oh no, she's got something better planned.
Uh-oh.
Good.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to have fun with us and dress up again, you know?
I am gonna have fun. I am. Just wait.
All right.
Voice
Knack-
in my head.
Knack dons the Duncan Coleslaw costume once
Yeah.
again. He holds it up in front of him before he puts it on and says, "Never thought I'd see you again."
The whole thing for him.
Picturing like a fucking Marvel thing, like it's like an older Spider-Man.
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's take this for one last spin.
Yeah.
What do you say, old pal? One last go.
Libra puts on his funny hat.
Good for him.
That comes out. Afternoon, gentlemen.
All right. Right, it's a whole different thing.
Mm-hmm. Whole different voice. I was wondering if the voice would come out or not.
Whose butler am I? I don't remember. Yours?
I felt
Yeah.
I don't have a voice.
Would anyone care for a pineapple? Knack holds up an apple.
These jammed pine needles into.
Yeah.
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 There you go.
Knack's holding a pine cone.
A pine cone and an apple,
And
being
an
like,
apple.
I've got to be getting close.
They're stuck together.
Anyone care for a pineapple?
I just gotta figure out how to crossbreed these motherfuckers, and then we're in business.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I think Oswald's disguise was just his suit, but he had a measuring tape over his shoulders and his hair was tied up.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what your name was, though.
Thomas Fjord.
Thomas Fjord.
Thomas Fjord, right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Famous fashion
Yeah.
designer.
Famous
Thomas
fashion
Fjord.
designer.
Hello, my name is Thomas Fjord.
Yes.
Famous fashion designer.
For some reason, I thought that Chuck Fry was Brix's
I
butler
think-
for a second.
I think
Was it-
Chuck
was it-
Fry
I
is
think-
Brix's attendant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butler attendant. Okay.
I think we were both in the, like, butler attendant roles.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Because you
Um,
were the maid and I was a butler.
Yeah.
And you guys
Yeah.
kept being referred to as the help, I believe.
help.
Yes.
Yeah, we
And
were
Brix
really
did-
upset about it.
Brix did slap you both in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, she was real slap happy as Archduke.
Because it's a
She
cat.
Yeah.
Archduke Franz-Van.
Yeah, I think if anything, Art is going to be happy that the Archduke Franz Ferdinand II is not making an appearance.
Might be.
You never know.
Yeah, we don't know, but Brix isn't putting the costume on, so at least maybe he won't get slapped today.
Well, Brix's costume when she was Archduke Franz Ferdinand was a bar stool that she stood on, and then Oswald's cloak and his big hat.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's right.
And we had to just, like, scoot the bar
Yeah,
stool.
she was using her mage hand to like help scoot it along, but at some point she's like,
Someone carry me.
Yeah.
They had to pick up the stool, right?
Yeah, at some point, I think Art kind of, like, carried her, like, under the cloak, so it still looked like she
Yeah.
was, like,
Yeah.
walking around.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
"Yep." Are we
Actually,
gathering now?
I think we're gathering.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
Brix is like rubbing her little beans together, and she's like,
All right, here we go.
and then she's gonna cast Prestidigitation. She is going to. All right, work with me on this one here. I want her to make a false self, human height roughly, can be a little bit
Yeah.
shorter, but I want you to picture like 3D N64 build, like a Gerudo from Ocarina of Time with the Anime Island Brix like skin over it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like with the blocky ass hands.
Yeah, with the blocky ass hands and the like Laura
This is what
Croft.
she thinks people look like.
Yeah, Laura Croft like triangle boobs and stuff. You know, like
Whoa.
So you're a low poly hot chick?
yeah,
Low poly with a high res hot chick on it.
not even high
Yeah.
res.
Not
It's
even
still
high
the
res,
same.
It's like pixelated.
It's still like kind of like a blurry, pixelated mess.
Okay.
It's going to get us caught immediately.
What are you talking about?
It's a new species.
This is Franz Ferdinand II Mark II. This is going to sell. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure you want to keep the same name? You don't want to try something different?
I mean, the name worked last time. I don't understand.
I mean, yeah, but you know, archdukes are much more cloaky and that kind of thing. Like, this is a very
I had a glow up.
Art just
I see.
gestures to how naked she is.
I don't see what's wrong with this costume. I think it is a perfect costume, and frankly, I am insulted that you would say anything wrong.
And then she goes to slap Art because she's the Archduke again, but like because it's precedent, it just like goes through Ark's head.
That's an improvement.
Yeah, actually, I'm not complaining about that part. That's all right. Okay, let's get this over with. Art's like pulling down the back of his skirt.
Yeah. Will's gonna just run his hands over his hair and then it turns black again. All right.
Okay.
Ready.
I also want to state that like while we're just kind of standing around, the low poly hot chick Brix, she's got the like
Idol.
yeah, like
The
the idol like
Idol
kind
animation.
of animation while she's just kind of standing there.
That's weird.
I like the idea
That's
of
weird.
when you try to walk places, it's like your character has a walk cycle, but the speed that
Yeah,
your
Yeah, the
Doesn't
character
speed's
matter.
wrong.
So you're just like gliding.
You're
Skating,
sliding
yeah.
a bit, yeah.
You're
Yeah.
just like a walking animation glitch. God,
You
we're
walk
all
into
so
a
up our own
wall.
asses right now.
Yeah.
Can I get you to roll a disguise, Brix, because of the new disguise?
Yeah, sure. It's
Brix, this is going to scare people.
Since you're using a different pre-established identity.
I got a nat 20, dog.
Okay, well, never
It
mind.
works. And on the other
Fucking
hand,
hell.
this is the thing.
Whoa.
What's going to happen is that this
Yeah,
is
that's
going to be
right.
so crazy to describe. It's going to work perfectly for the plan that we want. Like, people are going to try to explain what the fuck they just saw,
Yeah.
and they're not going to be able to. So it's going
But
to work
see,
anyways.
The thing is, with a nat 20, right? It's like, this looks exactly as Dana has described it,
Yeah.
but nobody thinks
No.
that this is wrong.
That's what I mean. People are just like, I don't know what I saw. Like, I'm not questioning
Yeah.
it, but I just don't know how to describe it to you.
It's
And
just
so,
like, yeah, so there was
perfect.
this girl here, and I mean, they were like, they had a lot of hard edges.
It's the blockiest broad I've ever seen in my life.
yeah.
Hey, that's one
And her-
blocky ass broad.
Yeah.
Her butt was pointy, her boobs were pointy, everything was pointy.
Yeah.
She looked at me and I was worried that her nose was going to take out my eye.
Yeah.
She turned a little too fast, and I was like, whoa, watch it.
I do kind of like the idea of it's not that they don't notice. It's they're all like, she looks a little strange. What's up with that? You know what? I don't fucking care.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to think that that's how, like, disguise checks and stuff work, where it's
Yeah.
less like it is actually a perfect disguise and more it just, like, misdirects people
Mm-hmm.
into,
Yeah.
like, thinking about something else. It's just like, oh, yeah, that's a person. And, like, you just don't think about it when it's magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also just think that's the general approach most people take when you're in a big city, because there's been several times I see some shit and I'm like, you know what?
Whatever.
I have things to do. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I saw a guy walking down the street in Klingon makeup, and it took me, like, a full minute to turn around and be like, wait a sec, because he was just wearing a fucking hoodie, but he had the full, like, he should not have been offset, because they had not even talked about the Klingon in Discovery yet. Full Klingon makeup on. I was just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
He was just getting a coffee.
It's exactly like that, except
Yeah.
instead of someone in makeup, it's
Mhm.
someone
It's a low poly
fully
hot
low
girl.
poly.
Yeah.
Yeah. How dare you be like this? I love it.
I don't know why y'all encourage me.
How could we not? How could we not at this point? This is our lifeblood.
I really like the idea of Brix, like, grabbing a cup, for example, and, like, all the motions being there, but the cup being, like,
Doesn't go.
a
yeah, the
foot
cup's,
lower than
like,
it should be.
In
Yeah.
the wrong spot because
Yeah.
the rig is off.
Just hovering
like,
up here or
yeah.
down here.
Talk to the baddies now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go find the baddies.
Okay,
Let's go to the illegal area.
Yeah.
so
The
question.
crime grounds.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are headed towards the Undercity. Would you like to use the same entrance that Art and Brix used before? Or would you like to try and find a more popularly used entrance that's, like, bigger, has, like, a proper actual gateway and everything?
I guess it doesn't matter.
I personally think it would make more sense to use a different one just so that this doesn't
Yeah.
tie
Yeah.
back to Brix and Art in any way.
And also, to
I
be
agree.
honest, the more
Okay.
people see us, the kind of better this works, because, like, it doesn't really matter if they remember us. That's kind of good.
Mhm.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so there are two areas revealed then on this map. One being the kind of area that Art and Brix were in, that's up in the top left. And it's got the little corner where you found the food vendor and got information. And there's a winding trail that goes up through a building into an awkward little hallway that leads up to Dusk's workshop. Where you guys are now is down in the southeast portion of the map, and you are in a big open kind of plaza / marketplace of the Undercity. There's lamps and lights hanging from the, quote, ceiling of the Undercity, as well as lampposts that are kind of dotted around here and there. 2 or 3 big pillars that are supporting a big chunk of the city directly above you. And a number of different shops are all around you. To your left, just in front of you, is an inn. There's also a public water station. So people use that to like wash their clothes, and there's like a pump to get buckets of fresh water and such. There's people mulling about here and there, and for all this hubbub, there's but one guard kicking around, lazily keeping an eye on things. Seems half interested at best.
And this guard's really putting in the work.
Question, is Socks actually here?
Do we got socks? Yeah, I mean, I wait.
I would assume so.
Okay.
Do I take honey and socks? Wait, this is something that's worth talking about.
They're going to be recognizable. They
Yeah.
are
I
not
suppose-
in
We
disguise.
are in disguise. Yeah.
We need to leave, like, if they're not going to be disguised somehow, they need to not be here.
I need to do something with them.
That raises another good question as well. If you guys are going to leave socks and honey somewhere, do you have any like superfluous items or equipment that you're going to be leaving somewhere?
Nope.
There's no need to leave them anywhere.
No? You're going to turn them into something?
I will cast Reduce Animal on both of them and turn them into little mini animals, and then I'll just put them in my pocket. I suppose it's worth saying that earlier, I took both of them aside and I said, all right, I'm going to need you guys to stay on the down low and be real nice and quiet. I got work to do.
Get in the bag.
Yeah. And then oh, little baby, he don't know shit. He's just a little dumb baby. All right, and then I shrink them. I shrink them down to small size.
Okay.
I suppose socks would become tiny.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
And
Socks is
then-
already small.
Yeah.
Honey is just
Huh.
the size of a regular badger again.
Yeah. I put them in a pocket to keep them nice
Okay.
and safe. Yeah. Or maybe I'll just stick honey, I'll hang him up or something in my ghillie suit, and I'll be like, you can hang in there. You can like play around in there.
Oh, but you have your suit on.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, you have
Honey's
your
just
Duncan
wearing like a
coleslaw.
little like kind of Brix hood kind of thing. We'll just put a little like
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll dress him up like a little dog.
Oh, I got my big hat. I take off my hat and I put him on my head, and then I put the hat on top of him.
Nice.
Perfect.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Art tied a bow to his halberd, so it looks like Kitty Sims would have it.
Yeah.
This is a thing he did on his own, and he has not addressed it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
My big concern about the thing that I want to ask about is the big shield thingy.
Oh, it's not here.
Oh, did you put it in one of the lockers in the
Yeah,
guild
it's in
hall?
my,
Oh,
it's
okay.
in my, no, it's in my room.
Oh, it's in your room. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everything else we probably just like locked up in our rooms.
Yeah.
Sheila's not here. Why the hell would I
So-
bring that here?
A perfect
I mean, that's
opportunity
why
for
I
them
was
to
asking.
get stolen.
No,
Yeah.
no way. It's in my room, yeah.
Because that would be conspicuous as fuck.
I mean, no, I have a
Especially if
brain.
we're looking for the fucking cult. Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No way, no how.
Okay, fantastic. Yes, so it's a large, cluttered, chaotic area. Many, many doors, many lights. Some of these buildings look very, very old and have functionally useless windows since there's no natural light down here.
Wow. Where to begin?
Where to begin, indeed.
Where would it be most useful to ask about a cult?
We could walk around and see if we see anything first before we start asking questions.
Hey, yo, anybody know where to call it at?
Oh my god.
Before we start
Get
asking
out.
questions. Yeah, and I think Art'll just kind of start meandering along the right side of the corridor and act as if he's like window shopping.
Okay. Okay.
I don't suppose we have anything belonging to any of these cult members to track a scent.
No, not that's what we were just asking. Yeah, we were like,
Look over
no,
here.
that shit. We left that in the inn.
Yeah.
Brix is gonna beeline it for the guard.
Up!
The Brix.
Hey everybody! Thanks so much for hanging out with us on this fresh episode of StumbleQuest. Our theme is Struttin by Louie Zong, with other music by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com. And you know it, you love it. This is a bi-weekly podcast, twice a month. So we'll see you again in 2 weeks on December 18th. Until then, you can stop by stumblequest.com for more information about the show, cast, and characters. We are at StumbleQuest on Twitter, and if you want to feel a little sociable, want to have some chit-chat, you can join our show's Discord, and the link is in the episode description. 5-star ratings and reviews also mean so much to us. They help us a ton, but if you've already been so kind as to give us one, maybe tell a friend about us. In Patreon news, besides still being found at patreon.com/StumbleQuest, in the past month, Apple and Patreon have made an announcement. The announcement pretty much sums up to if you have an Apple device and are subscribing to Patreon creators through your Apple device, Apple is imposing a 30% fee for subscriptions through Patreon, which Patreon has decided to pass on to the creators rather than absorbing themselves. So, if you are subscribing on an Apple device, it would mean so much to us if you consider resubscribing through your computer's web browser instead. And of course, our Patreon subscribers can get entry into those play-by-post games run by Rosemary, with familiar places, faces, and yeah, it is still storytelling and character focused. Some patrons in those games, I'm gonna say thank you to them right now. Thank you so much to Andy Animates, Crispy, Eldritch Pixel, Elfheim, Fire Seal, John Bridaham, Kalin, Lemon Wiki, Mad Hatter Plush Artist, Mr. Peacher, Mike Provenzano, Shaz Hands, Silver, Striker, The Tommynator, Wiles Paleo, Will the Smoshy, and Zolt. Thank y'all so much from the bottom of our hearts. This episode was edited by myself, Allie, and you can find me at UCTheHat on most socials. And tune in next time, folks, when Kitty Simps takes over as Art's dominant personality.
Wait, what level are we right now, by the way?
9?
9? Yeah.
8? 9?
9?
Should be 9.
Shit!
9.
Yeah, okay.
What level are you?
8.
I'm level 4!
Okay, I thought you were gonna be like 7, and I was like, oh no, nah.
That would be very funny. Whoa! There's like a fucking falcon outside my window.
Whoa!
Yeah,
was
take
aw-
a falcon photo.
That was crazy. 2 of them like came swooping down, I guess, to scoop up something between the buildings. And then it flew up and it was just like flying right in front of the window and Minu was just staring at it.
Mina was like, I could fuck with that. And you're like,
Yeah.
absolutely not. You could not. That thing will kill you.